Natalie Potts for Nebraska. Also, that's been a big loss for Nebraska. However, others are gaining experience.
Moments away from the opening tip. We are underway. Here's Von Oelhoffen. Glad to have everybody with us. Hope you're enjoying your brunch, recovering if need be from last night's festivities and merriment, and ready to go here at the Galen Center. Oh, how big is rebounding going to be for Nebraska today?
It will be huge. Out-rebounded by 30 against UCLA, and they were working hard, but the length of UCLA and just the timing, young players still learning what the opponent's going to do. It's just those little things that make a difference.
Ten on the shot clock. Cut off. Baseline defense is right where it needs to be. There's the spin. You got to put something up. If you're the Huskers, Prince fading back rim and off. Offensive board. You got to love that if you're Amy. Williams wanted some offensive rebounding. She got it, and the putback.
That's a great extra effort that led to scoring off that. That's Petrie, one of those players that's going to have to really step her game up just in a sophomore season.
Inside, takes a little punishment. Iriafen, there she is.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I love to look at the cup by Prince.
You're not going to stop Juju, but you want to limit those step backs, the things she likes to do.
Off inside. I love her value is how many ways she impacts the game. Absolutely no question about it.
Lindsey Gottlieb talked about her being a leader, her being a voice this year, how important she's been.
There's a good look at Lindsey, fourth season at USC. What she did last year with the Trojans is something they want to build on now in the Big Ten. So a couple of missed tosses for Marshall. So we're stuck at 2 apiece. Ball fake by Nisley, not really looking to go anywhere. Good defense up top. There's the high pick. It's great defense by Smith. You see why they want her back in the lineup. Juju, look at the footwork.
Help D wasn't there to cut off the baseline, so the help D not there for Nebraska leads to the layup for Juju Watkins.
First 2 points of the game for Juju. You know that's going to fill up. I like the look off the fade and screened by Nisley, but not there. Here's Juju. Oh boy, changes gears. Look at the block from behind. Petrie, and there's the mop up inside. Iriafen.
That last layup by Juju, you might give that one up because that's not typically what she's going to do, posting up inside, but it's the transition and the threes.
Widener in for Nebraska along with Bojan. Turnover, good hands, Petrie.
Great help D and stepping up into that passing lane by Petrie. She was in the right place, right time. Now if they can clean up some things on the offensive end, you've got to be playing your cleanest game against a team like this.
All the way to the cup, Hake.
That's what you got to do. You got to finish. You see the opportunity and you take it.
This time, Marshall finishes all the missed games back on the floor. Love to see it. Here she is. Hake spins. No footwork there that can get past Iriafen. 2 on the shot clock. And from behind,
they've been physical. They've been on the attack right now. Getting to the free throw line will force upon you.
Samuels into the USC lineup as well. Both coaches going into some depth. Yeah, and there's Avery Howell too. Juju elevates. Keeping her under double figures in the first frame. She's capable of going off for 40.
She sure is.
Oh my goodness. Big C with the big body. Here comes Juju. Will she pull up? There's the extra pass. And inside, wanting it. Iriafen. Good hands by Hake. Samuels saves the day. And USC will reload. There's the double. Now 10 on the shot clock for Watkins. Ball still on the deck. And she'll go to the line.
Yeah,
and she just gets to the line.
She sure does.
And when she does, yeah, that's what she does.
Again, getting to the line and hitting him.
On the drive, Widener cut off by Samuels. Great job. 4 on the shot clock. You got to hurry. and it's a turnover. Good defense in the half court.
You'll see them mix up. They'll throw in a little junk zone occasionally, a 3-2, or more like a funky zone, not so much the junk.
Like a funky zone. Defender falls. Contact. Mop up. Boy, how good. Good minutes off the bench. Akunwafu. Markowski, who was very quiet in the loss the other day, stepping back. Air ball. She only had 3 points, a season low. Actually, she had 2 points against Maryland back in 2023. 3 points the other night. You're used to seeing $1:45 left to go in the first quarter. That's good defense by Howell. Bodies clear and taking advantage is Rimdahl. Shot clock off. Game clock at 20. Not sure Gottlieb wanted that shot.
Yeah, that was kind of quick. A little bit rushed by Iriafen on the baseline. She's a beautiful mid-range shooter, but the timing.
Prince has got to put something up, and does. Clutch shot by the freshman from Nebraska.
Every team that they're going to face is going to know what Alex Markowski's capable of, so others are going to have to make some things happen to give her some openings and some looks. But I like the fact that there's been decent spacing and the physicality of Nebraska to go at USC.
That's a great point. Second quarter underway. Prince with the good handles, picks up that dribble, looking inside Markowski. And Alexis.
Again, the help D has been right where it needs to be for Nebraska. They've had a few takeaways just by stepping over and getting in the passing lanes.
Prince, smart, just so smart to pull up and elevate.
Yep, you got it. She didn't try to take one more step against a bigger defender. You're right, they were up by 1. They gave up a 12-0 run before half, and then after that, just never could catch back up. They can't allow a run like that to the Trojans.
Juju, oh my goodness. Now, Marshall will mop up, but that interior first look from Juju was something.
But if I'm Nebraska, I want her to make the extra pass. I don't want her taking the shot. She's going to have to give it up to somebody else,
Good
right?
point. And then down low, Bojan replaces Markowski right at the cup.
The freshman from Croatia, really impressive composure, the international feel to her game.
Oh, flipping it inside. How about that pass? At the rim, not there. Missing. Iriafen. Nisley wide open. There's the three-point shooting. The addition of the 4 new teams, she thinks it makes the Big Ten Conference the best in the land.
Yep, she definitely is excited, and she should be. And I love the fact that, look, the Big Ten, an incredible conference, and then you add these additions. It's exciting, and she's like, we want to be a part of that. We just want to keep getting better, and this is a way to do it.
Bojan off balance. Keeps the ball alive. Look at the block from the weak side. Oh, Rhea Marshall doing her thing. Dumping it inside. Again, running the floor. Good interior defense. Von Oelhoffen wide open. Nisley wide open. 3. You bet.
And you can thank Prince on that one.
Huskers by a Singleton. 3. Not there. And Prince wants to see if she's got an angle. Not quite there, but keeps the ball alive. Coley gives it up. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Dumping it. There's the kick. Nisley. Oh, just misses an and one.
A lot of practice time in the summer with training because of surgeries to them, but has bounced back, and they are so thankful.
Just a sophomore.
Good spacing for USC. There's some openings in there. And a nice job by Nebraska to close off those open spots.
Heckel leaves it. Footwork is true for Iriafen.
There was not a lot of room for her to move in there, and somehow she was able to keep it up high and away from the D.
6 now for Kiki. She gives you nearly 19 a game. I really like Nebraska's half-court defense.
I do as well. And again, they had to mix up and try a lot of different things against the Bruins. This today has been much sharper.
Markowski back on the floor. Nice job by Hargrove. Comes off the bench, scores immediately inside. And the travel. Markowski, who leads this club in scoring. Scoreless at this point. Prince again lets the defense go by. Biggest lead of the game for Nebraska. 3:25 left to go in this first half. Mid-range jumper, back rim and off. And again, Nebraska getting absolutely, as Coach Williams would say, embarrassed on the boards against UCLA, going toe-to-toe in the rebound department.
Yep, that's what they've done the majority of this season. I mean, they just faced a ranked Georgia Tech team, and they stayed right with them on the boards, a very long team as well.
Iriafen blocking Markowski. Inside, all the footwork and taking contact, Kiki.
Yeah, she doesn't shy away from the contact. She's able to finish. Her strength and conditioning, a difference maker.
Little flip, and Markowski finally in the scoring column.
What a plus for Nebraska to be doing what they've been doing, to not have their leading scorer score until right now.
You're reading my mind. Good hands, lucky break for USC, swinging it, wide open look. And how about Howell bearing it, extra pass from Von Oelhoffen.
And then a foul call, and away from the ball underneath. Juju Watkins got shoved.
This is a huge potential swing for USC if they can capitalize here. So Moriarty, second foul. Team's fourth. 30-28. Nebraska with the lead. On the drive, Heckel with some room and scores.
Pretty composure by Kaylee Heckel, the freshman. They call her K9. Had 7 starts when she's filled in for Kennedy Smith being out.
Good look. Nothing there. Back and forth game. Look at Juju stepping through and scoring.
7-0 run for USC, though, and so Amy Williams says, let's call the timeout. We just had the lead. It's just a 2-point differential, and that is what they drew up. As USC had an 8-point lead earlier in the first quarter, but then it's really been Nebraska this second quarter. They lead this one by a couple points.
Oh, boy. Juju. You just better hope halftime comes before she goes on a heck of a run. USC on a 10-0 run.
She's got impeccable range, and you've got to be way out on her. Back at you behind the arc, says Petrie.
I'll say. And how badly did Nebraska need Petrie's bomb?
That was a big one right there to kind of quiet everybody here at the Galen Center.
You better close out. You don't want to start trading threes for twos and twos for threes.
Yeah. You say, okay, let her have that one. But boy, did she know what to do with it.
And didn't hesitate. That's what I like about that. All right, 37-33.
Now there's the Big Ten ranking, first for Nebraska, fourth for USC, and there's those active hands by Smith.
Poke check away, Smith shuts off Price and scores.
And now stay up on pressure, Lindsay Gottlieb says. That is the on-ball D that they have been missing.
No more minute restrictions for Smith. There, she's just rocking and rolling. Let's go. Ooh. Iriafen thought she had all ball. You know, if you're Petrie, you think, I'm going to get past Kiki.
Iriafen, foul trouble in their last game, but still ended up with 18 points in the win against Michigan. She had to sit and watch quite a bit.
They're a different team when she is on the floor and not on the floor.
But they have more depth this year. Rhea Marshall stepping up. They have young depth, though.
Yes.
There's a big difference between the multiple grad students that graduated a season ago. Very different-looking Trojans team.
10 on the shot clock. Little flip to the corner. Not there. If you're Prince, you got to get something going. You only have 8 seconds to end the half.
She's being hounded by Samuels. Oh, and a tough one for Samuels. Really relaxes you on the interior as well.
Ill-advised pass. Ball flipped up, nothing doing, but good interior defense by USC.
This Kennedy Smith, best on-ball defender. Beth Burns has been coaching a while, she said, that I've ever seen in my career.
Man, yeah, and Beth has been around the block. All right, third quarter underway. Immediately, Juju drawing,
fighting for that defensive end. But for Nebraska, I think they just let up just a little bit. You can't let the pedal up at the end of a half. And I think that last quarter, just let USC do some of the things they like to do so well.
You're absolutely right. 14-4 USC run gives the Trojans that lead. All right. So it looks like Michael Price is down. No, not
Kim
Michael
Hobbs,
Price.
yeah.
It's Kim Hobbs.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. There was a collision. Yeah.
And still being slowly moved off this floor. She's in a lot of pain out there right now. I think they're going to have to get some assistance to help her.
Non-contact all the way with the bodies flying.
Yeah, something. She was looking over her shoulder running.
Scary moment here at the Galen Center. Official Kim Hobbs being wheeled off the court after collapsing to the floor during live ball action, but it was a non-contact incident. Hobbs basically crumpling to the floor. We have no idea what's going on, but going off to a huge ovation.
They may have to do this the rest of the way by themselves.
There's a good look at Amy Williams again in her 9th year. We'll all kind of take a moment and compose ourselves. Our crew doing a great job of capturing what happened in that incident with Kim Hobbs going down. So she'll obviously get immediate medical attention and beyond, and we will play on. Markowski stepping through. Good defense inside, but there's the Markowski Nebraska knows and loves.
Yep, you're right.
Haight trying to recover. Juju so good in the air even when she's hacked. What a nice jump from her freshman year to this year for Haight. Again, one of the young players that Williams can depend on.
Lindsey Gottlieb, a very young team. How about 7 freshmen for USC coming in? And, it's like a broken record, but it's just really impressive to see her instincts this young.
High pick from Markowski. Ball, I think, deflected, and here comes USC.
Yeah, Marshall had that link out there.
There's a matchup. Prince and Juju. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Iriafen drills it.
Yep. Markowski stepped off just a step, and Kiki Iriafen's got some range. She's got a beautiful mid-range shot. She's not afraid to stick it.
Boy, the strength of Markowski to answer. USC with a couple in double figures. Watkins. Missing there. At the cup again, a miss.
Excellent recognition by Markowski to know where she was and use the backboard.
Widener and Moriarty checking in for Nebraska. Petrie, long ball, back rim and off. Stays alive. Good job by Nebraska to just poke it and keep it alive, but there's the long reach of Marshall in the passing lane. Smith all alone. Maybe get a little run together, but they're sticking around.
That last one's a pass and a look that you'll give to Von Ohoffen every time.
Markowski, bomb. She'll hit an occasional three.
She's got some sparkly shoes on today, too, for the new year. I just noticed. She's standing right over by us.
Earlier this year, the 40 points against Cal Baptist.
Yeah.
Splitting the difference. Contact, nothing called, and still scores. Points in the paint by USC. Yeah. A drought by Nebraska. Oh, right there.
Yeah, plus, if you're Nebraska, you can get one more and get yourself to the line with 3.5 left this quarter.
Juju dumping it inside. Oh, man. Akunwafu with the easiest hoop she'll have all day. Markowski back on the floor. She wanted it. Instead, the reverse is true. Slick play by Rimdahl. Here's Smith. Behind the back. Flies in and one.
Off-season, she was a teammate alongside Heckel. They played together, K9, but they also played with next year's top recruit coming in, Jazzy Davidson. How about that? Going to bring in another 6'1". How about the lefty to go with 2 players that she's already has experience with?
Oregon's finest, 10 to USC.
Yeah, this one has a little bit of a feel to the Michigan-USC game that was really tight. Continue to get to the line. Maybe connect on a 3 as well. I'd like to see that inside, kick it back out, and get some more because they have not been able to find a 3-point shot this second half.
And they, again, are the best 3-point team in the conference as the Watkins to the line. She's 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Make it 5 for 5.
She draws so much attention from the D.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
We're getting late in the third, under a minute to go. There's Markowski, single coverage, ball on the deck. There's the double, and the foul is going to go against Smith. So nice to see the minute restriction off for the youngster.
Yeah, she's been able to practice now, been able to play, and we saw her back here at Galen Center against Michigan.
Kim Hobbs going down early in the third quarter. The other official with the non-contact injury. You don't see a two-person crew very often.
No, you certainly don't, and we certainly wish Kim all the best. They're doing it, and lucky to have such a veteran crew here today.
Looking to stay perfect from the charity stripe. 7 for 7, 21st 20-point game of the season. She tends to take games over when they're in the balance. Samuels doing it again, keeping the ball alive. Smartly played to bring it out. Play whistle dead as Prince.
I think they may have called a technical foul. That'll be her 4th foul.
Coley is cranky about something.
Yep. She was not happy with the last call. And yep, she must have said something. And Mike Price did not like it. And again, 2 officials, got to keep things in check, keep it under control.
Well, and
I didn't see anything physically. I didn't see her physically doing much, but she was having some words.
You're not kidding. And you want to kind of make nice with these guys. There's only 2 officials out there.
Yeah.
They're working, double duty, if you will. They're covering a lot of real estate. Largest lead of the game continues to extend itself for USC, and the wheels falling off a little bit for Nebraska right now.
And the free throws accumulating for USC. It's something they took advantage of against Michigan a couple of days ago. 10 for 13 for USC, 4 of 6 in the first half.
Yep.
So they have really been more aggressive on the attack.
59-45. Shot clock off, game clock at 12 right here for Van Oelhoffen. Here's the high pick from Juju. Van Oelhoffen, you got to make something happen. Hesitates, flips it up, nothing there. Looking for the prayer. Moriarty.
And she comes, she has a great time, and she's involved with the fans, and I just love it.
The smile, it's still megawatt. We all loved watching her back in the 80s.
Yep.
And man, she sitting courtside, it means something.
It sure does. It says a lot.
4th quarter underway. All those free throws by USC in the 3rd frame. Van Oelhoffen short on the 3. Nebraska doing a much better job of taking care of the ball in the 3rd quarter, but they trailed by a bunch.
Yep. That was a good look right there by Markowski. Just wouldn't go.
Smith, what a pass. How about her working together with Heckle to perfection?
Very good ranked Georgia Tech team, and then you get out into conference play, and you've got 2 ranks in a row, 2 top 5 ranked teams in a row. Not easy. I mean, just 1 loss total between the 3 teams. Those are 2 undefeated, UCLA and Georgia Tech right now.
Check this out.
Rhea Marshall, her timing, the wingspan, the box out.
USC got after it.
Yeah, they finished 20-11 3rd quarter differential as Juju Watkins again. Nebraska's done a much better job in breaking the pressure, but then you come down and just, it starts to wear on you, right? Physically, mentally, maybe that mistake right there, a little fatigue.
And Watkins again going right at Prince.
Nebraska switching into a zone D, making some changes, and again, they'll do a little funky 2-3 where they'll match up some. Challenging USC.
Look at Rhea Marshall. You can take that.
Yep.
Under control, Krista. 1 on the shot clock to beat the buzzer. Not there.
That could have been a good one for Nebraska. They could have used a perimeter shot to cut into this deficit.
Heckle. She'll draw the foul. Fearless going in. You know, she gives you 7 points a game as she misses the free throw.
It's just nothing that you can coach. You got to go through it and get that time.
1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 66-45.
And again, the pressure continues.
Oh my goodness, Juju. The block.
And she kept it up high and gets to the line.
Petrie's 3rd. Team's 4th.
Juju Watkins, other players with 2+ steals and blocks.
You got to keep grinding. You got to keep grinding. You're early in this conference. You got to see what you're made of when you're down. To beat the shot clock buzzer, and that's not what Amy had in mind. On the season, shoots about 46% from the floor. Today in the second half, they're at about 17%, 33rd% overall, but the second half has absolutely killed them. There's a triple for Howell. And when the threes don't fall for Nebraska and Markowski isn't lighting it up,
they didn't have Kennedy Smith through that stretch. So how were they guarding defensively? How were they guarding both on the inside, but also especially on the ball? And she's really liked their effort. That's some effort right there.
Honor Keister, Iriafen scoring. She's got 12. So solid.
Double figures every single game this year, she and Watkins.
Watkins picks up that foul, only her second. Watkins probably sitting for the rest of this performance.
And this is a very scrappy Nebraska team defensively. I mean, this is a team that dominated rebounding and as well as, you know, the three-point defense a season ago. They've got the majority of that team back, and they are a tough defensive team. So they can force some turnovers. And you and I were talking coming into this game, if USC is going to have a problem with Nebraska, it's going to be because they didn't take care of the ball.
I mean, 27 turnovers against Ole Miss, 21 against Notre Dame, 22 against Oregon, 18 and 18 against UConn. What did you like about USC today, Krista?
Well, I like the way they came out in the third quarter, and it wasn't necessarily pretty.
So what was a back-and-forth affair, especially in the first half, you saw USC make that run in the third quarter. That third quarter, another impressive stanza for USC and Juju. Crowd wanted that one. Crowd wanted that one for Viv. But they like the score all the same.
Yep.
75-55.
They sure do. Lindsey Gottlieb's team, she said, you know what? We had some moments in our last game, not happy, but the way my team responded, I liked it.